Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to talk about the latest Manchester United news, including Manchester United is ready to open contract talks with Bruno Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford. And another story is coming from the Lori Winthrop from the Athletic UK, basically saying that Manchester United is now considering to sign Harry Kane in the summer. So I'm going to talk about this also. And the other thing is Manchester United is, Manchester United are not expecting anything imminent concerning their managerial situation. So, I'm going to discuss with you guys about these three stories. So, first and foremost, I just want to talk about, about Manchester United are not expecting anything, anything imminent concerning their managerial situation. This is coming from the Samuel Landscape, Manchester Evening News. So, I think Manchester United board doesn't need to they don't know what to do with managerial situation, because now we have I believe you all have to have a lot of about Manchester United already interviewed Luis Enrique, right? So the reason Manchester United interviewed Luis Enrique is because they expect to sign him before the World Cup. So how can this possible, right? Right, so Manchester United need to appoint a new manager before at the end of the season, and Luis Enrique have to leave after the World Cup. Which means we could possibly to wait until January, right? So this is how it doesn't make sense. And now they are expecting, now they are not expecting anything imminent concerning their managerial situation. On the other hand, right, the man we wish we see as the right man for Manchester United, Eric Ten Hag is contacted by two other European clubs. So this is worrying. So for me, this is really worrying about Manchester United. We already interviewed with the right man, and the right man is already expecting a bid from the Manchester United for him in the summer. Alright, and now Manchester United is now interviewed another manager, which the person who cannot appoint before at the end of the season. Alright, so this is just a waste of time, I think, because we expect to sign Luis Enrique before at the end of the season, which no way to sign or no way to appoint him, because Spain is very dependent on him on the World Cup, and Luis Enrique took years to prepare for the 2022 World Cup, right? So why Luis Enrique, right, let this World Cup go and come to Manchester United? Why? He can come in, mate, right? So Manchester United interview with Luis Enrique is just a waste of time, and now they are not expecting anything imminent. Of course, there are a lot of worrying now. The other European two clubs who are regularly have a Champions League football, and now contacting with Eric Ten Hag after an interview with Manchester United. So if they make a really effective movement, there are a lot worry for Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag is the right man, right? Now, but Manchester United is not see as the fans see, because they want to interview every single manager on their list, right? So this is not nothing to worry about. What this is, we have to worry, right? So I don't know why Manchester United people are waiting to appoint a new manager, which is Eric Ten Hag, because Eric Ten Hag, everything was okay with Eric Ten Hag. We left Eric Ten Hag, and Manchester United already make an interview Eric Ten Hag. Everything is fine between them. Eric Ten Hag left to come Manchester United. Eric Ten Hag is ready to take new experience at in the Premier League, and Ajax, AJ is already let him go. AJ is ready to let him go. So everything is fine, no? And Eric Ten Hag is already expectant, and he's wonder why Manchester United didn't have a bid for him. So this is worrying, right? So I'm afraid Manchester United could lose a chance to sign Eric Ten Hag. I'm afraid of that, because the people who are leading Manchester United are not right? Not the quality, no, not quality people. They doesn't know when to make a decision. They doesn't know what could be the right decision, right? So we have to take this chance seriously, and we have to take, we have to take the right decision. I can't understand why Manchester United are waiting until now. So this is a worrying thing for Manchester United. We might lose. We might lose to appoint, the chance, a chance to appoint, Eric Ten Hag. Right? So this is the other thing. So let's talk about the other thing, right? I am really, disappointing, about the managerial situation because of Manchester United lack of ability to make the right decision, right? So let's move on, right? Let's move on. Let's talk about the other thing. The other thing is, it's come from the Rob Dawson, ESPN. Basically, he's writing that Manchester United are ready to open contract talks with Marcus Rashford and Luke Shaw after agreeing a new long-term deal with Bruno Fernandes. All right, there's no problem agreeing, for a new contract with Bruno Fernandes, but there is a problem. Manchester United are ready to talk open contract talks with Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford. Of course, no surprising actually, because they are trying to, they are trying to sell the shares, using their names. Margaret Rashford is a very well known in the world and very important person in the UK because he have and he did a lot of good thing on the field. So he has a, good, he has a very very good, very very good, situation UK. So Manchester United is a Manchester United want to use that name to make it business. So that's why, even though even Marcus Rashford is struggling this year and the past 2 year, now they want to they want to talk about the contract talks. So this is, not actually not a surprising, but why? Does he deserve a new contract? No, Marcus Rashford is now earning 200K a week. Now, how much do you want to give him for this kind of, performance? Rashford, I don't care, or I don't know exactly what is going on with Manchester United. When emotionally, or the physically, I don't know, but physically he's a fine. Of course, we know that he did, surgery with his shoulder, and he was, he lose to do fine it, European, Europa League final, and Euro 2020 final, and so he gets a lot of, emotion in that. We know that, but mate, we have to move on. There are, millions of people who are trying to get, sorry, but who are, struggling by losing things, right? Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, they all failed, but they move on. So you can't make an excuse that you already have, right? That the thing that you already had. So you need to show the performance. Now Manchester United are, open to contract talks with the Marcus Rashford, a person who is struggling the past 2 or 3 years and now earning 200K a week. So how much you wanna give him? 300K a week? 350,000K a week? Does he deserve? No. Does he deserve? No. He doesn't even deserve 200K a week, mate. You might not, yeah, of course, you might not gonna like, right, or my opinion on Marcus Rashford. He's, I know he's a great guy. He's a Manchester lad. He is. He left Manchester United. He has a, ability to be a top player, but emotionally, or mentality, Marcus Rashford is very weak when it comes to mentality. All right, he doesn't have the strong mentality. He need to move on, mate. He need to move on. There are millions of people who are supporting him, even though he is struggling. Even though a lot of people, even a lot of people, giving him that, a bad opinion or whatever it is. But there are millions of people who are supporting Marcus Rashford. But this guy cannot move on. This guy can move on. That's a problem. That is a problem. All right. So I don't think this is not a good thing for Manchester United. I don't think we shouldn't give a new contract for Marcus Rashford and Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is actually the fantastic guy for Manchester United. The performance he showed in the Euro 2022, Euro 2020 is a a phenomenon, right? Phenomenon. This guy that actually the fantastic one, and the last season he showed his performer, the fantastic actually. But they both are struggling now. Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw are both struggling this season. They don't have any consistent performance, right? I don't know. Marcus Rashford four or five goals this season. It's ridiculous, mate. So he doesn't deserve, mate, 300k or 350,000 a week. So now he is already earning 200k a week, and now Manchester United, how much will them give him? Where give to Marcus Rashford 250,000? I don't think so. I don't think so. 300k, maybe, but he doesn't deserve, right? So I don't know, how much Manchester United plan to give them in their new contracts as a salary, but I don't think these two guys are deserve to get a new contract, right? Bruno Fernandes, I know Bruno Fernandes is struggling this year, but check it out, mate, check it out, right? After arriving from the Sporting Lisbon, Bruno Fernandes has been one of the perfect and the most important player for Manchester than any other players, right? He is the reason that we qualified to the UCL the past 2 or 3 seasons. He is the reason Manchester United is beating in the big team. He is the reason Manchester United taking a lots of point the past season. He is the reason why we reached to the European Europa League final. So Bruno Fernandes, I have no problem with that. It doesn't 250k a week, 240k a week. That's what he deserves. I have no problem with that. But and then Manchester, now the Marcus Rashford thing, Luke Shaw thing is ridiculous, mate. I don't think they deserve. I don't think they deserve a new contract actually, right? So this is coming from the this is coming from the Rob Dawson ESPN. So what do you think, Si? Do you actually think Marcus Rashford and Luke Shaw are deserve to talk with a new contract? Do you actually think, Si? Make sure on the comment below. Okay, so let's move on to the finance one. Okay, the last one. The last one is actually not as surprising as well, but does it look like they don't know what to do, the boat, Manchester boat, because according to the according to according to the Lottie Winthrop from the Athletic UK, it basically said Manchester United are considering to buy Harry Kane in the summer, because Manchester United need to sign a striker, right? Manchester need to need to sign a striker, but do we actually spend £100 million on a one player in the summer? I don't think so, because we have 2 or 3 positions that we need to fill, that we need to we need to sign, right? So Manchester United are planning maybe 200 million for the next summer project. I don't know, but around, let's say, 200 million, right? We have to sign a defensive midfielder, a quality one. Let's say he did 50 million, right? And we have to sign a young striker, let's say 60 million or 70 million. So that is 112 million, right? And then we need to sign a center back for for partnership for Rafael Varane, and the right back. This is the position. These are the positions that we need to sign in the summer for a new manager, right? New manager, because those, if we don't sign for those positions, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether Ten Hag or Mauricio Pochettino or Luis Enrique come for Manchester United. We ain't gonna win anything, and we ain't gonna we should we should be struggling. We should be struggling to reach the top 4 at the end of the season, even next season, because if we don't, because we didn't get them what we need. So Manchester United are now trying to appoint a new manager, and for a new manager, they are, like, say, they are preparing for the to sign 2 or 3 players. And Manchester need to sign, right, defensive midfielder, and a striker, and a center back, and right back. And now they are planning to sign Harry Kane. Do you actually think we could sign Harry Kane for 50 millions? I don't think so. We have to give the Spurs at least 100 millions, right? So why Manchester not want to sign Harry Kane? Because Harry Kane is a popular and the quality one, Of course, quality one, but popular. The reason Manchester United want to sign Harry Kane right now is because he's a popular one, right? They want to use Harry Kane name, they want to use Harry Kane's image, and they want to use Harry Kane. They want to use in a business thing to get money back, right? This is how we do business. This is how Manchester United board of directors do the business, which is always failed to win a trophy. So Harry Kane could help us, to win a trophy. Harry Kane could help us to achieve anything, but we could use 100 million on one single player. If we use 100 million on a one single player, how are we gonna sign the other two or three positions? And those three other positions are we have to sign, because if we want to achieve anything, if we want to achieve, if we want to win any trophy in the summer, or if in the next season, next season, we have to sign defensive midfielder, a striker, a center back, and a right back. Because so let's say 200 million. So if we use 100 million pound on the one single player, how are we gonna sign for the other position? There's no way to sign for the other players. So if we don't sign for the other player, other position, there's no way to win anything. So this is the mistake. This is the mistake, right? Planning to sign Harry Kane in the summer is a huge mistake. A huge one, mate. Huge one. We couldn't have a net only if we sign a defensive midfielder and a striker, right? We still have a weak point in the center back, in the back for in a defensive, right? So that's why Manchester United are struggling to do the right decision. I don't know. I have no idea why Manchester United planning to sign Harry Kane. So what do you think, Ty? Do we actually should sign Harry Kane in the summer because of his a quality one, rather than that we need it? So make sure on the comment below. These are the latest Manchester United news for today. So make sure on the comment below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.